Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to The Past Made Me Do It.
It's a fabulous day today.
It is. I realized we never said our names in the last two episodes. For those who don't know us, I'm Kylie.
I'm Jamie.
And it's good to be back recording and chit-chatting about history. That's what we do best here.
Yes, we do.
So buckle up, grab your water, because you got to stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
And yeah, let's dive on in.
Let's get straight to it.
Yeah, because who needs to waste time?
But before we get into the story of today,
Yeah.
we have news. Hey.
What's been happening?
Down. All right. So, the government shutdown is over.
Correct. That is a thing.
Government or economy's still terrible. But I actually have some interesting news that it doesn't really tie with what I have to speak today, but James was talking to me about it, my husband, and I saw it on my phone, and it's not here in the US that I saw it, but it definitely needs to be brought to attention because it's absolutely devastating. Did you hear about that skyscraper that caught on fire in Hong Kong, and the toll count has just been tremendous?
No.
Yeah. You gotta
What?
research it afterwards. Yeah, it's crazy.
God.
Like, I believe people have started it intentionally.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I think it started at like the top. They started it at the top of the skyscraper, or like I think it's an apartment complex. So a lot of people have died so far because of it. And I was just like, James was talking to me about it, and I was like, holy fuck. I was like, that's crazy, because there's so many people in those buildings.
Yeah.
And if they can't get out, like that, and I heard that the death toll is just rising because of that. And I was like, someone started that intentionally.
Oh, for sure.
So, and they know that. I believe they arrested people, like
Okay.
several people that were tied to it.
Dang, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy.
Oh my
shit's
God.
happening all over the world.
That's so sad. Yeah, there's a lot going on around the world.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's happening in America is our weather patterns. Because what the hell's going on?
Dude, it's been cold, but it hasn't like
Snowed.
done anything. Yeah.
It's almost December and we have not gotten snow in Colorado, which has never happened.
Unheard of. We normally get our first one in like mid-October.
Yeah, so that's a little crazy, but I think we're supposed to get some this week, hopefully.
Climate change is...
Yeah, climate change, AI, all this shit.
AI.
So, that's fun, and I know, like, my friend in Nebraska, like, just got snow for the first time today, last night. I know Wyoming finally got snow, but yeah, like most areas around us, we're struggling.
Hawaii even got snow before us. That's happen.
Crazy.
Granted, like, the mountain that it snowed on is high.
Yeah.
But still, that's just crazy to think of.
That is. So, I don't know what it's like in other countries right now with the weather. I'm sure it's just as crazy. But yeah, like, where's the snow at? So, that's the update. That's what's been happening.
That's the worst part, is that when it's cold and there's no snow, it's just miserable.
True. It really is.
And I don't know if there was like a fluctuate in like the pressure, because we're at such a high altitude that when there is like a shift in weather, a lot of people feel it, and I definitely felt it in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
And I got like a headache because of it, because I could feel that pressure change.
Yeah.
And it just made me very uncomfortable.
I always get like body aches before a storm.
Yeah.
But I haven't really gotten at that yet. So maybe Wednesday when it's supposed to snow. We'll see if it actually does.
See.
I feel like once it does, it's just going to come down like crazy. We'll see. I'm ready for the storm.
Me too. I would like to know in advance, though, because I need to bring my stuff home from work.
Take it home Tuesday just in case. I don't know when it's supposed to snow. But anyway, I know it's like, wow, talking about the weather, how fun. But it is pretty historical because, again, we usually have snow by now.
I think Denver is going on its longest and going.
I think it finally snowed in Denver. Or maybe that was fake. I don't know. I saw something.
Oh, it might have, because Black Forest got snow.
Yeah, I think it snowed yesterday.
But it didn't hit here.
Which is so weird.
Yeah.
Because we're not too far from Denver, so that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
the weather's weird.
Okay, that's what's been happening.
We can move on to our regularly scheduled program.
Correct. Like I said, we're just kind of jumping in. I know we were kind of catching up the last couple weeks as we changed our name and everything. And we just want to say thanks, everyone, for listening to our last couple episodes.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, each download means a lot. So we appreciate the support.
Knows you're listening.
Yes. Feel free, if you guys have any topic ideas, feel free to send us a message on our social media, which we will say at the end, and our email too. We love requests, and so we want to be able to do topics that you're interested in.
I love a good challenge.
Yeah, or if you're just like, hey, you should do an episode from this country, we'll do it. So just let us know.
I'll find something.
Yeah, but without further ado, let's dive in.
Let's dive in. Okay, so this week I am kind of covering a mythology episode.
Kinda.
I guess. To some people, yes, but to a certain culture, it's kind of like it's like a part of their culture in a sense.
Oh, okay.
So I am covering China's 4 mythological symbols.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even know how, I can't remember now how I stumbled upon it.
I've never heard of this.
I think I was looking through like my mythology book. No, I wasn't. I was trying to find it in my mythology book and I couldn't find it and I got really mad. I couldn't find it. But
so you don't know how you came across this?
I think I was just like trying to find like unique mythology topics that weren't like one similar that we've covered so far.
Yeah.
And I think I ran into these mythological beasts, like guardians, and I was like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty interesting. So I kind of deep dived a little bit more.
Okay.
And I was telling Kylie, I was like trying to find the research for this. It almost gave me an aneurysm. I was getting so mad because I don't know what it was, but nothing that I was finding was satisfying of like, this is enough to like get me through the research that I want to. Like it was bits and pieces that I took, but for the most part, I could not find that one thing that I was like, this is it.
It sounds like a challenging topic too.
It was, and it's so broad. Like I'm barely touching the water of this topic, of the 4 mythological symbols. Like there's still so much more that I could cover on this, but for time's sake and my sanity, there's only so much I could do.
Well, I'm excited because I literally don't know what this is, so.
Yeah, and the last couple of years, I've really started to open to different cultures and their ideas on how the world kind of came to be, like the creation stories.
Yeah.
Because many of them have similar stories in nature, kind of like the Big Bang or just like Noah's Ark, like a big flood happened. Like that's a very common thing. Because I was thinking about doing Gilgamesh. I did briefly kind of like looking into that. That's a deep dive that I was like, I'm not touching that today.
Maybe next time, not today.
Yeah. But a lot of those cultures, a lot of the stories they're so different because their gods are different, their what they worship is different, but a lot of the stories tend to kind of be similar in a sense. And I kind of dipped my toe into China, and I thought it was like pretty cool because the Chinese New Year has always interested me. Like we are the year of the ox.
Oh yeah.
But
this year's the year of the snake, I think, or is that next year? I don't remember.
No, it was this year because I felt I told Julia, I was like, my daughter, I was like, you're Gen Beta.
Yeah.
And you're the year of the snake.
Yeah, she's a new generation. Because our daughters are technically in different generations.
I'm like, why do you gotta say beta? Like, that sounds so bad.
Oh my god, that does sound bad.
We sound like millennials for sure. But I believe I don't remember if we covered about yin and yang. I don't think we do, because you did.
We talked about it in something.
I know, right? I was like, I know we
Yeah.
talked about it, but I cannot remember what it was. And it was
I don't remember what.
crazy.
I don't remember what topic it was, but we definitely
Was it
lightly
Buddhism?
touched it. Maybe
I can't remember, but anyway.
we'll talk about it again.
The concept of yin and yang is that you have light, dark, female, male. Like that is kind of like with Chinese culture, it's like two things.
Yeah.
Two different things. Like, and I came across these 4 symbols that are part of the yin and yang, but they started to root as different quadrants of the sky, and different parts of yin and yang, but it became and has become so much more than that, which is very interesting. So before we get further, I just want to go over where I got my information. So I pulled information from the Local Liz website, from an article by Charlotte Ip, the CITS website, and the Feng Shui Style website. That was a very interesting website, which honestly, these 4 symbols came to be because of the concept of yin and yang. It was becoming too complicated. In ancient China, they're like, okay, so you have like good, bad, light, dark, kind of just like that concept of like one or the other.
Yeah.
But when you started getting into more of just different things in life, they're like, that's too
Broad, like it doesn't fit in one of the.
Like we need something that kind of just it makes it. I guess, for example, that I'll get into is that the seasons.
Okay, yeah.
You can't have like one or the other. There's
Right.
4 seasons.
You can't just say cold and warm.
Yeah, because then it's like, okay, well, there's hot, and then there's like freezing cold, but then there's like lukewarm and like
right
cold. Like, so it they're just like, we have to find a different meaning. There's a different meaning to this other than just yin and yang.
Right. Okay.
And so they kind of developed these 4 symbols, these 4 quadrants, these guardians, these mythical beasts or divine beasts that they would call them. There's honestly several names to them depending on how you think of them, really.
Okay. Yeah.
So in ancient China, they split then with these 4 quadrants, the yin and yang, to a lesser yin, a greater yin, a greater yang, and a lesser yang.
Okay.
So the ancient Chinese culture is so fascinating, and it's so in depth of like their belief systems. I want to do more research on it, because it is just their concepts of how the world worked to them is very intriguing.
Yeah.
And just the information that they have written down for this for thousands of years ago is just amazing of how they did this. And I mean, they're still they're still doing dig sites and stuff like that all over China and all over like Japan, Korea and stuff. It's very interesting. So these 4 symbols, they split to each represent a mystical creature that had great importance to the Chinese culture.
Okay.
They all have a significance to many understandings on the way of the world. So this includes directions, elements, seasons, etc. Like there's multiple meanings for them.
Okay.
And how each of them.
Guessing one is a
performed.
dragon.
Yes. So the first that we will cover is the Azure Dragon, also known as the Qinglong. So in China, dragons are believed to be a holy animal, not the grotesque beast that we know of, like Maleficent.
From Shrek.
Or Shrek, that type of dragon. Like, the dragons in China are graceful, they're beautiful, they're colorful.
Yeah.
They have such high importance. Whereas, like, you look at, like, the Norwegian kind of, you're just like, gross.
Gross. Oh, that's funny.
So, dragons are so well respected in Chinese culture that they are the symbol of the emperor. Some emperors in China actually had used the Azure Dragon as their title because of how respected they are.
Mm.
So, the more... Because each emperor had some sort of title that they would be given, or that they would take on of some sort of, like, animal or whatnot, and the dragon is, like...
The best of the best.
Yeah. So, and there's like different types of dragons too. There's not just this one, but the Azure Dragon is part of these 4 symbols. These, part of these quadrants. So the Azure Dragon is seen as life and great power. So that's kind of like the whole like meaning behind it. Mm-hmm. Out of the idea of yin and yang, the dragon is a lesser yang.
Okay.
Its direction represents the east and holds the season of spring as it brings in new life.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool.
So this ties with the Azure Dragon having the concept meaning of birth and their element to build life. The dragon was given the element of wood.
Oh.
Yeah. So the elements are kind of broken down differently than what we think of normal elements. Like the ancient Chinese thought of there, and even modern day really, of there being more than just like water, earth, fire, air, like just what we know of Avatar.
Right.
Like there's more to that.
Okay.
And
would make sense.
Yeah.
You gotta have it.
Exactly, because that's the trees. There's more.
That's how you build, and that's
that's how you build
new life. Fascinating.
So the next mythical beast we have is the Vermilion Bird, also known as a zook. Not to be confused with the idea of the phoenix. They are very similar in nature.
Okay.
But there are different like meanings behind them that are differently. Like this bird is also like immortal, and it has the appearance of a 5-colored pheasant, but it's still not. It's a bird on fire.
Oh.
So it's very similar to a phoenix, but it's not. So it is, but it's not.
Is the Hunger Games one a phoenix? No, that's a Mockingjay.
Yeah, it's
Never mind.
It's a Mockingjay on fire.
Yeah. Okay.
So
interesting.
The zook is part of the greater yang and represents the south in direction.
Okay.
Though the bird is that of flame, it represents that of happiness and bliss.
Aw, summer.
Yeah.
I'm just going to guess the seasons.
Yang is the light part, is the white part.
Okay.
And then...
So that'll be the sun.
Is yang, yeah. And then yin is like the dark part.
And the last one we talked about was lower yang?
Yeah, it was lesser yang.
Lesser yang.
Greater yang.
Okay. So yeah, if you think of it in the seasons, it'd be like the warmer ones, which would be closer to the sun.
The bird is the reflection of summer, of course. That warmth and happiness it brings is definitely like part of the meaning of it. Summer is what you're feeling, is the warmth and the happy. And this, of course, it's depicted to be on fire. So, of course, its element is fire.
Oh, that makes sense.
Be like, no, it's water.
Right. I don't know. It was summer. I'm like, water. But that doesn't make sense because it's no.
So next we have the white tiger.
Ooh.
This beast has been seen in ancient China a lot in military.
Okay.
Yeah. So the ancient Chinese would use on a lot of their flags, emblems, and whatnot, a white tiger as it takes on a strong force. Because tigers are very resilient, very strong, very intimidating.
Right.
And because of the white tiger seems so fierce, ancient Chinese would use the reliefs of them to ward off evil spirits. So, so putting them on totems or putting them on like burials and stuff like that, it was pretty much like the evil spirits would be scared of it.
Yeah,
so,
like to protect them.
Yeah, so it
Okay.
would protect them and like kind of cast them away, which makes sense. Like, why not? Like, I wouldn't want like a cute little like panda bear on it.
Why not? Just kidding. Yeah, no, a tiger's fierce.
Mm-hmm.
Winter? No?
I haven't gotten it.
I know, I just like to guess. Okay, sorry, go ahead. I'll guess after you describe it.
So, of the yin and yang, the white tiger is seen as the lesser yin and is carried to the west of its direction.
Okay.
So, just as aloof and unpredictable a tiger is, the season that
It's winter.
the white tiger conveys is autumn.
Oh. What? Because autumn is unpredictable?
Yeah. You never know if it's going to be super hot or if it's going to be really cold.
Okay.
If it's going to snow. Is it going to rain?
That's
is
fair.
It gonna be, yeah.
Okay.
Autumn is very unpredictable.
Dang it.
You want to guess its element?
Oh,
I know you're not
tiger.
gonna get this.
Okay, it's not water because that's gonna be the last one. That's gonna be winters.
And remember, I told you there's more than the average elements.
Right. So wood. We did wood, and fire so far.
Mm-hmm.
Ice. Just kidding. I don't know. Grass.
Grass.
It has to be something to protect the spirit. So smoke. I don't know. Like incense. I don't know.
So, representing a strong force, the white tiger is also seen as a symbol of fortune and even marriage. With fortune comes the white tiger's element, metal.
Oh, I was gonna say money. Metal.
Yeah, because when you think of like copper, gold, silver, that's all used to create for wealth.
Yeah. Oh, fascinating. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have never gotten that.
Yeah, and it's an element too that people forget.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The Chinese knew what they were doing.
They really did. They're way smarter than me. I'm like over here smoke.
So our last symbol is that of the black tortoise. The black tortoise has quite the significance when it comes to the netherworld of ancient Chinese culture. So the netherworld is kind of like the underworld in
Yeah.
some, as what I was finding. There's still so much about ancient Chinese culture that I'm like, I gotta research this because it all like interweaves together.
Yeah, I want to learn
which is
more.
awesome. Yeah. So I definitely will be covering more about ancient Chinese culture and like their like mythology and how they like structured everything because it's so fascinating to me.
We're gonna try to do more mythology episodes too because there's so much.
Oh my god,
and they're so fun.
much. And there's so many cultures that have
Yeah.
so many stories and folklore, and it's so fascinating.
Is there actual no black tortoise in real life then?
I mean,
Because aren't they they're
there's white tigers, but they're kind
Yeah.
of like mutants. I mean, there's so many different variants of tortoises.
Yeah.
I mean, this one is different
Okay.
because its shell is black.
Okay.
So maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Not 100%.
I can't answer that truthfully because I have no idea.
Okay. Sorry.
Let's just say yeah. It doesn't exist. It's like all so cool.
Because I'm sitting here thinking like the next one's gonna be a unicorn. Like I don't know.
Unicorn. It is said that the tortoise has the ability to go to the netherworld to learn of things to come. So it can predict the future pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, tortoises are cool.
Iconic.
The black tortoise is of that of greater yin and represents the north as the direction. And I believe from what I was finding in my research is that during the Shang dynasty, they believe that the netherworld was located in the north. And so that's why they kind of confirmed that the black tortoise be the direction of north.
Okay.
Because the black tortoise can enter that netherworld.
Okay.
and to predict the future or what to come.
Damn, I love this tortoise.
This tortoise is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm team tortoise.
Oh, same. Although I don't like winter that much, but.
Oh, you already...
Well, yeah, there was one left. Got the last one wrong, so.
So this tortoise is a strong being, even though, like, tortoises, turtles, they are very strong creatures. They are some of the oldest, like, reptiles on land. Like, they go up to, like, 150, almost 200 years. Like,
They're dinosaurs.
They are, literally.
Yeah.
And the depiction that you normally see of this black tortoise is entangled with a snake. And it has that black shell. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah, it's badass.
So technically it's two animals.
Kind of.
Except the snake's probably like
irrelevant.
Yeah, we don't need a snake.
So with the darker depiction, it is clear that the black tortoise represents winter, because winter is kind of like the suppressed, depressing, kind of just like, oh, I need to go away. Like just a hideaway.
Oh, true.
So as a tortoise, they are in general represent stability and longevity because they're literally immortal at this point. And as a coarse knowledge, they also represent the element of water, because why not?
I wanted to guess that.
What else do you think of?
I don't know. I just wouldn't be like water.
Oh my god!
I just knew it. You had to have water in there.
Oh yeah. I don't. Yeah, that was. Metal is like kind of off the charts. Honestly, that should be like a normal one, because it's so true. Because like metal is just used for everything.
Well, even wood threw me off, but it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So the ancient Chinese took these four symbols and made it as different manifestations. As I mentioned before, ancient Chinese saw these four symbols as a way of the seasons and elements, but it got more grand when it came to the sky eventually.
Okay.
So around 70 to 476 BC, the four symbols went from being broken down concepts of yin and yang to representations of the constellations in the sky.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they don't use the same constellation method as we do, because they don't know who any of those are.
Oh, wow. Fascinating.
Of the constellations.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of constellations. The Big Dipper.
The Big Dipper.
Well, I think they use like some sort of dipper, but there's so many of them.
They probably have cooler names for them than we do.
Orion. I know that one.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, they don't know who Orion is. Hercules has one.
Something
Bill's
belt.
Boy.
There's one called something like belt. Something belt.
I thought it was Orion's belt.
Oh. It's the same one.
Oh, and then all of the you have like Sagittarius, like all the astrological
Yeah, they don't have
things.
those? Or they just don't really care?
I don't think so, because they have a whole different method that they used. So they
Okay.
yeah, the zodiacs are different. I think because they have like the ox and snake. I could do a whole freaking episode about the zodiacs of ancient China.
Hell yeah, do it.
That
sounds interesting.
Right? It's so fascinating.
It really is.
You can't help it. So to generalize the constellations of ancient China, they believed in the 28 mansions, is what they called them.
Yeah.
That were a group of 28 constellations that were tracked by the moon's movement. So that's how they kind of tracked like astronomy and stuff, was by the moon.
Okay.
And within these 28 mansions, they were divided into 4 quadrants. That being the 4 symbols of the Azure Dragon, the Vermilion Bird, White Tiger, and Black Tortoise. Mm-hmm. And then within these 4 quadrants, you had additional constellations that all represented. And I think I found something that had like all the other ones, but I was like, that's a different story.
Too much.
I could definitely do a whole episode about the 28 mansions, because there's just
Do
so
it.
much information. Yeah, we're gonna make this a astronomy podcast.
You need to write these down so you don't forget.
Really need to, because these are so fascinating.
Astronomy podcast.
We're gonna be an astronomy podcast, even though we only took 1 year of astronomy in high school,
And it didn't count.
I just remember we went to the planetarium.
Yeah, we had a planetarium in our high school.
We did, and most of the kids fell asleep when we went in there, but I remember we watched this one like video from like the 1980s, and it was like the subtitles were in Dutch.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing?
And then afterwards she's like, well, we still have 20 minutes, what do you guys want to watch? And so we were searching like cat videos and stuff. Yeah, she was funny.
Oh god.
She was going through divorce, and she would let us know all the emotional
Well,
struggles.
you and one of
Yeah.
someone else that we went to school with like stalked her Facebook of like her ex-husband's like girlfriend.
Yeah, we learned a lot. And then one time I put on the paper like, if you're reading this, or no, I put like, if I get 100% on this, I will get candy, because she never actually checked our work. She just gave everyone 100%.
Yeah.
So I put that on the bottom. And then when she gave me 100%, I showed her. She's like, so then she had to give me candy. That was a fun class.
That was a fun class. We kind of just messed around. Ugh, we had to watch though Interstellar. I hate that movie. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I just, anytime I watch it, I just
You
get
hate
so
it?
bored.
We don't like space.
I don't like space.
I love space.
Space makes me nervous. It was that guy at the freaking Nature Science Museum that freaked me out because he kept zooming out.
Buzz Aldrin.
I don't know.
Aldrin.
No, it was some guy that worked at the
museum.
museum.
I thought you meant an astronaut that kept zooming out.
No. There,
Wait, what?
no, there was a guy that like, because they have at the museum like this like thing to where you can look at all the constellations, the stars and stuff like that, and he can zoom out and just like the galaxy gets smaller and it's just like blackness.
Oh.
And it freaked me out because I was like, that's too much.
So that's why you don't like space.
I don't. Yeah, that's why I don't like space.
That one experience just scarred you.
It gave me anxiety. I've never felt that uncomfortable in my life. And I was like, we're just little beings in this big dark hole.
Yeah, but when you're going through stuff and you like feel like you have like huge problem in life, just think of that. Like, we're literally nothing.
Oh
But
God.
also, I know, so inspiring. But that's how I feel about the ocean, because I've seen those things where it's like, keep clicking to see how deep the ocean goes, and then it shows you like what's at each level of the ocean, and that freaks me out.
See, the ocean, I don't mind.
Oh my god.
Because I think that's like fascinating because eventually it'll end, but like the universe is just never ending.
There's so much of the ocean we don't know about. That's
Which is even
so
more
scary.
fascinating. Because it's like we can always discover like a new like animal or plant or a species and stuff like that, whereas like a megalodon, whereas like with like outer space,
Just
there could be like, well, there could be a black hole that's like getting closer every day, and I'm like, am I gonna die because of a black hole? Like, I don't want that.
I don't know why I'm not scared of space.
Freaks me out, man.
That's so funny. Now I know where
So
your trauma came from. That guy at the museum.
I blame him if you're out there.
Next time, don't zoom out so fast.
I'm just avoiding
Give a trigger
the whole,
warning.
I'm avoiding the whole space section of that museum
Which
because of
museum?
him. The Denver Nature Science Museum.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been there.
What?
I don't know. Have I?
That's a crime.
I went to one in Denver, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's like the big one in Denver.
Okay.
The last time I went is because they had a Egyptian exhibit going on, and I
Oh.
fangirled because they had a Hatshepsut bust,
Oh.
or like a like an actual like head
Oh,
that they
cool.
got. Yeah, I was fangirling. I took a picture
You're like,
with
that's
it.
my girl.
Yeah, I took a picture with it. Okay, sidetrack. So we have these 28 mansions, the group of 28 constellations, and they're divided into 4 quadrants, and that being the 4 symbols. So as these four symbols, we have established their elements, seasons, colors, meanings. They also believed in a fifth symbol. Some of them did.
Okay.
So this fifth symbol represents Earth. So pretty much our being and whatnot. So the center of imperial power, pretty much. This was the yellow dragon, they call it. So dragons are high, mighty, royalty, imperial, just greatness. And it was believed that it was a reincarnation of the first emperor Huang Di. And because of this belief, through traditional ancient Chinese society, yellow was a color that was seen as for nobility and great power.
Okay.
So, pretty interesting. I don't think he has his own quadrant in the sky, but you know, on Earth, he's that fifth symbol.
Love that.
So over time, the idea of the four symbols have shifted. So they went from being these mythical animals to being represented in the sky, and now they are being used and represented through a form of feng shui. This practice is to utilize people to find the best places to have their homes and where to create their businesses in order to have a harmonious and successful home and business. So pretty much they use this practice of the four symbols of like, I want to build my house here, because they use like, okay, you want to have this animal because you have the black tortoise that is north. So I'll go, there's so much to this practice, but I'm going to go a little bit into depth of it just so you guys can kind of understand
So
where
if they
I'm
want to
going
live
for.
in the north.
It's more of like where it's positioned, like where your
Okay.
home is positioned.
Okay.
Yeah. So the four symbols are used throughout this system, but they are primarily seen in like an older form of feng shui called Sanhe or form school. So there's like different types of forms that they use in feng shui, but this is like an older version that they use the four symbols. So it is believed that when setting up a home or business, to think of it, I guess, of like the cardinal rule. So the Azure Dragon is to the left, the white tiger's to the right, the Vermilion Bird to the front, and the Black Tortoise on the back. So to be a little bit like explaining a little bit more about this, it is seen that the tortoise shell represents mountains. So you want the back of the house to have hills or mountains so it blocks the cooling weather.
Okay.
To come.
This is a lot.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Okay, so mountains. Okay.
Yeah. And then like the Vermilion Bird, it should be in the front as it has the open sky and it has the view to bring in warm air, the cool air, or like the sun.
Okay.
Because that's what the bird represents. It's like
right.
You kind of want that open space. Now with the white tiger and the Azure Dragon, you want, since they are both like mighty beings, you want on the sides of you to block and protect you. Hills, buildings, or trees should be in place.
Okay.
And it is recommended in feng shui to always have water to make your home and business complete, because it makes it whole.
Okay.
Like water, like having a fountain or a pond, a lake or something like that. Having that in your business or home is very important to have.
That's why they put fish tanks in places.
Yeah, and fish tanks. Yeah.
I just made that connection.
Aquariums. Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of like Chinese restaurants you go to, or like buffets or nail salons, they have fish tanks. It makes so much sense.
Yeah, because it's part of like the feng shui, and to add that as part of like one of the symbols. And then a lot of them too have plants because of wood. So it goes into depth of like things that you should always have, and it even goes into depth of like where to position them in your home.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
So it's like, it's crazy that the 4 symbols have started as this like further breakdown of yin and yang, and then it became part of their constellation system, and now it's becoming of how to have a harmonious home and business.
Okay. That's so interesting.
So,
oh my God.
that is the 4 symbols.
Wow.
Yeah. The
Cool.
4 China's 4 symbols. So
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I thought that was really cool. I was like,
Yeah.
huh. And I guess with like, it goes in the Feng Shui website, it was going into like in depth of like, they actually have Feng Shui masters that come into your home to help you set up a successful home and business. To like where to position stuff, how like where
cool.
you should do it. Yeah, like they have it's a whole thing. And I don't know if they really do it out here. It's pretty popular in China. And they use like all the elements and stuff too, that these 4 symbols represent and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. Wow. And they even use the fifth element, earth, too. Yeah. So
Whoa.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You learn something new each day.
You really do.
That was a good one.
I had fun, even though I was stressed trying to find information on it. Once I did find my flow, I was like, this is cool.
Yeah. That's a nice little spice to our usual mythology episode. So that was cool.
I like to shake it up.
Of course.
So where can you find us?
You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at The Past Made Me Do It. Luckily, I was able to just get that name.
Whoa.
Didn't have to add podcast at the end. Okay. And then also you can email us at thepastmademedoit@gmail.com.
Nice.
So yeah, that's about it. I think we're still on YouTube. So same name on YouTube. But I need to double check that it got updated. It might still be Historia. So I'll have to look at that one. But anyway.
We'll catch you next week.
Stay tuned. I will give you a hint. Next week we will be discussing a legend.
Whoa.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.